everyone, it's Mrs. Conley here with an experiment for you this week that involves bubbles. Those of you that were with me last year remember doing this experiment at the end of the year. I love it as the end of the year activity. Bubbles are just fun and exciting and have some great science to discuss as well. The resources that I shared this week share a little bit about that science. I wanted to at least demonstrate today in this video for how you can try to do this inside. You of course can take bubbles and blow them outside with bubble wands, and I will have another video to talk about giant bubbles outside as well as another fun experiment. But for this is kind of my go-to bubble solution. This is my favorite that I use. Also, we would use this in our classroom. And this is taking water and regular dish soap. This is generic dish soap from Dollar Tree, but regular Dawn or regular Joy work as well. My mix is green here because this soap was green. I measured out a cup of that. This is a lot of bubble mix, but I had a cup of soap and 6 cups of water. And then kind of the secret ingredient to make these bubbles that don't pop as easily, you're gonna see they're going to pop, but is the secret ingredient to make them a little bit stronger with their bonds for how the soap molecules stick together is a little bit of light corn syrup. Glycerin is another ingredient that you'll see on the internet for bubble solutions to make at home, and it works similar to this corn syrup. It's just easier for me to have corn syrup in the house. So I mix that together. It's good to let this sit overnight and then continue to use it for days to come. You also want to remember to mix gently. As you use it and as you mix it, you want to be gentle. This, as you can see, has a little bit of bubbles on top. You want very little bubbles as possible here because you want to make your bubbles either blow them into the air, or I'm going to show you doing this on a countertop. If a countertop doesn't work for you at home, a sheet pan like this I set out is another just great place to kind of play with. You could also do it on a plate. So I took from here, I just scooped out from my big bubble mix a little cup to work with, and I have a straw. Having a straw to blow your bubbles is how we typically do it in the classroom, so I'm sharing that today in this video. So the thing to remember, besides mixing gently when you make it, is soap likes soap. When you work on this surface, you're gonna see me, I'm gonna tell you to dip your hand in the bubble mix and kind of wet your space, whether it's the sheet pan or the countertop, or if you want to blow a bubble on your hand, you want to have soap or this bubble mix on your hand. You also, on the end of the straw that you use, get that a little bubbly solution as well. And then when you dip your straw in, you'll gently blow out. Oh, and it popped. To create your bubble, gently blow out. To have that bubble. Again, you can do that on your hand. If you were to get soap up your arm, again, you can wash this off. Please be mindful of that. And then, again, if I wet my countertop here, I can gently blow out and create a bubble here too. You can try different things. The bubble likes bubbles. Soap likes soap. So I could try to get these bubbles to kind of bounce together, or they combine for a moment. There, those popped again. Sorry, You can experiment with how big you get your bubbles. You can experiment with how many bubbles you can get next to each other. You can also try to get, if you have the soap like soap, you could try to get your finger inside that bubble without it popping. There, you can try to get your straw inside and blow a bubble inside the bubble. Oh. And again, try different creations with your bubble experimenting. I hope that you can try this at home and have some fun with bubbles. Again, playing around on the countertop with a straw is a great place to start. I have a link to a video for how to make different shape wands. This is taking pipe cleaners and straws and cutting it up and creating this cube shape. You can do different experiments of dipping different shapes if you want to create those with straws into your bubble solution and see sort of the different shapes that are created with that bubble solution for what happens with the soap film. That's just something else you could experiment with. Again, I hope you can have fun with some bubbles this week, or again into summer. It's almost summer break, and this is a great summer activity as well. Bye, have fun with making bubbles.